Chapter 51, Rielle's hope for Hyun-Ki's return crumbled down. After learning the painful truth of her fatal accident that caused her amnesia, Rielle decided to hear the truth from Hyun-Chul himself. What is it this time, Rielle? Aren't you happy that we will wed tomorrow? Is there still lacking that you want me to accomplish? Hyun-Chul was nervous by Rielle's questionable behavior. Rielle looked straight into Hyun-Chul's eyes, flagged her passport to his face, and spoke. Do you see this, Chul? It was my passport, now stained with blood. Rielle's face was severe and continued. Why didn't you mention, not even once, about our accident, Chul? Tell me honestly, why? Hyun-Chul was astounded, speechless. Rielle filled in Hyun-Chul's supposed answer to her outright question. Was it because you had been dishonest with me since our relationship in college? That you cheated on me and kept cheating on me despite your promise to stay away from Chun-Hae? Remember when I caught you once flirting with her in the gym? You chased me and explained that you played her because she always followed you. And after 2 weeks of space, you were the one who insisted on seeing me, asked for my forgiveness. You promised you would stay away from her. And I believed you, Chul. I believed you because I loved you that much. Hyun-Chul, with bowed head, remained silent. Now you couldn't speak. Are you not going to say anything? Damn it, Chul. For once, tell me I was wrong. Rielle became furious. Still, no answer came from Hyun-Chul. Rielle continued. When Chun-Hae told me in my face that you remained to be with her, especially when we were not on speaking terms for weeks, and that you were thinking of breaking up with me? What on earth was your reason that you decided to elope with me? Were you running away from her? Hyun-Chul faced Rielle and spoke. I was not running away from Chun-Hae, Rielle. I was running away from Dad because he told me I must return to Korea to fulfill my promise to work with him in our company. Forcing me to return against my will frightened me because I can never see you again. And then he wanted me to marry Chun-Hae. It was too much. I loved you, Rielle. I'm sorry that I kept cheating on you. I have no intention of breaking up with you or leaving you, and I felt devastated at that time that I thought leaving the country with you was the best thing to do. I don't want to marry anyone but you because it was you that I loved and wanted to be my wife. I am sorry, too, for what my dad said to you during that time, but I stood for you, didn't I? And because I failed to inform you that we got involved in that fatal accident, it doesn't mean I will keep it to myself. I wanted to tell you about this, but I do not know how, and I was waiting for the right time, and Rielle said, and this was the right time, Chul. And I'm sorry too, but I realized how wrong I was. Rielle paused with an unemotional look. To marry you? Hyun-Chul felt disturbed and then begged, Rielle, don't do this to me. Hyun-Chul held Rielle's hands, trying to convince her to change her decision, almost in tears. I'm sorry, Chul, but my consciousness was fully awake now, and my heart and mind told me it was a mistake. I have loved you in the past, but you were not my present now. I'm sorry. Please leave? Rielle walked back inside the house, leaving Hyun-Chul tremendously heartbroken, in muffled emotions. Everyone in the Kalma residence sighed in relief now that the marriage between Rielle and Hyun-Chul didn't push through. But they felt troubled by Rielle's being, her emotional disposition. Now that Hyun-Ki left for good, they fear for her state of mind. Rielle had been quiet for days. Sometimes, they found her crying and sniffling while in bed, and her countenance looked glum. Rielle, aren't you going to work today? It's been a week now, Donna asked carefully. I already resigned when I broke up with Hyun-Ki. Then she wept. And I don't have the face to see him after what happened. Donna couldn't say anything. Then Rielle smiled and said, I was thinking of going away for a while to take a breather, and I want to reflect on what to do with my life. Donna fell silent about Rielle's decision but thought it might benefit her. After Donna was gone a few hours, Rielle dressed casually and informed her mom of her leave. Mom, I'll be heading to a travel agency to help me find a place somewhere I could be alone and where I can find peace for a while. Mrs. Kalma, with a shed of tears in her eyes, hugged her daughter and let her be. Rielle thought about Hyun-Ki and wondered how he was doing. While in the cab, she called Alexis on her mobile. Hello, Alexis. How are things going in the office? Rielle asked anxiously. Miss Rielle, when are you coming back? We missed you for days now. Alexis was excited to hear from Rielle. I'm sorry, Alexis, but didn't Hyun-Ki tell you I resigned? Silence for a while, then Alexis, in a sad tone, said, Sir Han didn't say anything about your leaving, and he also left his post. Miss Rielle, what? What do you mean he left his post? Rielle was shocked. He left the country, Miss Rielle, and said nothing about his return. It was immediate, so we presumed he got recalled to the Korea main office. Why did you resign, Miss Rielle? Was that the reason why Sir Hyun-Ki left? His face was indescribable when he let us know of his leaving. I'm sorry to hear that. Since when did he leave? Asked Rielle in a shaky tone. Only yesterday, miss. After preparing all the documents that mattered to his post, he bade us goodbye. Rielle then ended their conversation, disconnecting the call. Then a thought came to her mind. Hyun-Ki must not have learned about the cancellation of our wedding, because if he did, he could have come to see me immediately. It means he was staying in his condo? Mr. Driver, please drive me to the Pacific Plaza instead. When she arrived, she hurriedly rushed to the elevator, hoping she might still catch him. She rang the doorbell, and no answer. She unlocked the electronic door lock using the code Hyun-Ki gave Rielle. Once inside, she saw the curtains closed, so she walked to the bedroom, thinking Hyun-Ki was fast asleep, but Hyun-Ki wasn't there. Rielle felt so lonely, the coldness all around Hyun-Ki's apartment creeping inside her. She felt the emptiness in her heart, and she realized how much she missed Hyun-Ki, his warmth, his love. She thought of catching up with him in his condo, only to find out he would not be around. Her tears started to fall, and then, she could no longer hold those tears. She cried, wept, and sobbed out of loneliness and regret. She was in this condition when she was alarmed by the clicking of the electronic pad by the door. She fidgeted, slowly arose, padded through the hallway, and thought, could it be Hyun-Ki? Then she felt excited, thinking Hyun-Ki was back. She was standing in the hallway, waiting excitedly, and when the door opened, she was smiling, only to disappear into disappointment. It was Junie, the chauffeur. Junie was shockingly surprised. Miss Rielle, what are you doing here? I was about to ask you the same thing. Is Hyun-Ki with you? No, miss, he's in the airport right now, and I drove him there 2 hours from now, said Junie in a soft, low tone. Where is he going? Do you know? Had he told you? Rielle was asking excitedly. Junie shook his head from left to right, saying a no answer. I'm sorry, miss, but he didn't say anything except that I take care of his apartment while he was gone. So I came here to park his vehicle in the car basement parking area and return the keys of his car here. Junie saw Rielle's sadness, and he felt helpless to see her in tears. If you wish, Miss Rielle, I could bring you to the airport, and I am sure you could still catch up with him, because what I know was his flight was at 1 p.m. Junie was reassuring. No, that wouldn't be possible because I have no passport, so I couldn't enter the lounge. Junie looked around and asked, where is Sir Hyun-Chul? Miss, or shall I address you now as Mrs. Han? Junie asked cheerfully but curious. No, the wedding didn't push through, Junie. We were not married. Junie's eyes widened in surprise. You mean that, Miss Rielle? If only Sir Hyun-Ki had learned about it earlier, he could not have left the country. And if you had come earlier, you could have reached him on time. Oh, what a mess. Rielle turned her head away from Junie, teary-eyed, and Junie apologetically said, I'm sorry, miss, if you wish to stay on, this place is all yours, and I am leaving. Good day, Miss Rielle. Then Junie left. Rielle returned to the bedroom, lay on the bed, placed her head on Hyun-Ki's pillow, and smelled his scent. And while lying, she cried hysterically in vain until she never realized she had fallen asleep. Then she had this dream, saw Hyun-Ki by the bedside, kissed her, and heard his gentle voice saying, Goodbye, my babe. She flinched and woke up, then called Hyun-Ki's name, weeping profusely. And later, mesmerized, she stood and glanced around. She took from Hyun-Ki's drawer a sticky notepad and wrote, I missed us, signed her name in Korean, which Hyun-Ki taught her, and stuck it on the pillow. Then she touched the couch where she recalled their sweet moments, on the countertop of the sink where they washed dishes together after every meal, the dining table where they had their sumptuous meals, enjoying each other's company, feeding each other. And when she was about to leave, she wrote another note again, saying, I'm so sorry, Hyun. I missed you. Love, Rielle. She then posted it at the back entrance door. Hyun-Ki was gone, and Rielle felt her longing for him. Would she be able to cope with her loneliness? Keep following more exciting Windows of the Heart series episodes on my YouTube channel and TikTok. Thank you.